So in the making babies exploration, you're gonna make babies. You're gonna make babies with a partner. You choose whoever you would like to work with. I'm assuming you guys are gonna be mature enough. If you need to work in a single sex group or not, whatever you like to do, that's fine with me. So if we look at this making babies exploration, you'll have the opportunity to make your baby and to draw your baby. If you want to spend a lot of time drawing and making it look pretty, please do that outside of class time. You could do that at home. We want to use this time to collect the data, to answer questions, and to get help. So the drawing the specific details of the drawing can be done outside of class time. Please print this out. You definitely should print this out. It's unlike the variation lab. You want to print this out because you're going to have to write, you're going to have to draw, you probably have to highlight. Speaking of highlighting, there's going to be information in this sheet, in this lab sheet, so you should take notes. So it's going to be part of the notes. You're responsible for the new information that's given to you on this exploration. There's some clues here on the exploration that tells you when you're probably going to have to take notes. For example, you see this box. It says read this. So this is new information for you, so you want to take notes. But then you see below it says complete this. So this is something you're actually going to write down. And then there's another read this, and then there's some complete this section. So make sure you are paying attention to these instructions, taking notes. And since we're talking about reading closely, I want to bring your attention to just a quick few things. When you're filling out the information, make sure the information is consistent with the definition. For example, over here when it says your phenotype or trait, this should be a word like brown or freckles or can't row or no dimples. It should be actually a trait. While genotype, as it says here, should actually be 2 letters like big B, little b, or big F, big F. So make sure that your answers are consistent with the definitions of the word. Another example is down here where you're writing allele. So that is going to be 1 allele. So it's either going to be a big E or a little e, or a big B or a little b. So it's going to be 1 letter. And again here, where we're talking about genotype, again, consistent with the definition, it's going to be 2 letters, like big T, little t, or little t, little t. And then again, phenotype, consistent with the definition, is going to be some kind of trait. So has widow's peak, does not have widow's peak. Can tongue roll, cannot tongue roll. You will need a coin. There are times where it says you have to flip a coin. So make sure you do that. See, for example, you see here, it says flip the coin. You're going to do that 3 times. They're in bold and underlined when it's time to flip a coin. So just make sure you bring a coin to class. And also pay attention to the part about the parents. So notice that one parent is going to have to play the role of mom and produce the eggs. Notice that you're producing 2 eggs. So you're eventually going to have 2 babies. Okay? And on the next page, whoever's playing the role of dad is going to donate 2 sperm. Again, 2 babies, 2 sperm, 2 eggs. At the end of this lab, there's some questions. So I want you to answer these questions. I have an answer key, but I want you to try them out first. And then the last questions are application level questions. You may or may not be successful. I want you to try your best. And then they will do some more steps in the learning cycle and then see if you can revise your answer to these questions.